What's going on, YouTube? We told you we'd bring you a cooking video on how to make these squirrel dumplings better than Kendall Gray. You might not see a lot of cooking videos on our channel, but Dawson wanted to do this and we thought it'd be fun. Because Kendall Gray's squirrel dumplings, they look horrible, y'all. Kendall, we love you, brother, but you can't cook. Alright, you stay in the woods and bring the meat to the table. Just let Mammy cook it, because when she cooks, it looks amazing. So anyway, we're going to show y'all a recipe that I love. I would rather eat this than yard buzzard dumplings. Yeah, I said yard buzzard. The chicken is a buzzard. It's a yard buzzard. So what I like to do is after we get the squirrels home, I clean them, process them, get all the hair off, whatever, you know. Clean the carcass up real good. Put it in a bowl of cool water with some salt and pepper. Don't be shy on the salt, and I brine the squirrel. I put him in there as soon as I, clean it, put it in the refrigerator, leave it in there a day or two, whatever. And then after that, like this morning before I left to work, I'll throw the squirrel in the crock pot, slow cooker, on low, with some beef broth. Yeah, that's from the Dollar General. Look, we live out in the sticks. If you want anything fast, it's Dollar General, or you're going to drive a while. Beef broth, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion powder, and let it cook all day. Eventually the squirrel will cook apart. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to strain this broth and the squirrels. We're going to get just the broth in the pan because you don't want all them little bits and little phalanges and vertebrae. You don't want all that in your dumplings. You just want meat and broth. So we're going to strain it. We're going to put our broth in this pot. We're going to debone the meat, put that in this pot, and adjust the level of some broth. And then I'll get Dawson in here to roll these Bisquick dumplings out. You can use canned biscuits, but the secret, Kendall, pay attention. The secret is if you use canned biscuits, you need to have some flour on your surface to roll those biscuits out, because the flour is what thickens up your dumplings. Without the flour, if you just put canned biscuits in there, you're going to have a gummy, gooey, doughy mess, and it's going to be gross. Like Kendall's. Anyway, y'all stay with us. We're going to get that done, and we'll be right back with you. We'll get Dawson rolling some biscuits out, rolling some Bisquick out, and cutting the dumplings and dropping them in the pot, and then we'll show you how that goes. Y'all hang with us. Alright, y'all, we got our squirrel strain, got all the bones out of it. The only thing in here is broth and squirrel meat. Beef broth, squirrel broth, and squirrel meat. The only thing else I'm going to do to this is I'm going to add 2 beef bouillon cubes to the pot. I'm not going to add any more salt because of the brine and all that. So 2 beef bouillon cubes to the pot. I'm going to get my other ingredient for making this squirrel dumplings. Oh, hey, there it is. We're going to get Dawson to mix up this old quick, and we're going to roll out some biscuits, and we'll get right back to you and we'll show you dropping them in. We're going to bring the broth to a bowl, and we're going to drop the biscuits. Simple. Alright, y'all, we got our Bisquick mixed up, rolled out, cut into dumplings with some extra all-purpose flour on the surface. You want that flour, and then once this starts coming to a rolling bowl, once you get your broth and your meat up to a rolling bowl, you start dropping your dumplings in one by one and start putting them down. Once you get all your dumplings in, you bring it back to a bowl, reduce heat, let it simmer until it's all thickened up and the dumplings are done, and that is it. So we're going to show you Dawson dropping a few dumplings, and then we'll get back to you when it's done. Just grab a handful of them, buddy, come over here and start dropping them. I didn't mean drop them on the floor. I want them in the pot.
See how they're like all floured up and they're not sticky?
Yeah, that flour is going to help your broth thicken up. Oh, I did pull out 1 cup of broth because this was just 2 squirrels, and I didn't want too much broth and not enough dumplings. So I pulled out some broth, and as it's cooking, if I need to add more broth back to it, you just kind of adjust as you go. You just kind of feel it out. But they're going to look like this. Get a shot of this in here. They're going to look like that, and eventually they'll cook down. So we'll get them all dropped in and get them simmering, and then we'll show you what that looks like. Hang with us. Alright, y'all, they done. Like I said, once you get all your dumplings dropped in there, you bring it back to a boil and reduce heat, let them simmer for about 30 minutes. Keep an eye on it. You want them thick, just that broth if you need to, whatever. But slide on in here. Let me show you something. If your dumplings don't look like that, they don't have that beautiful, your squirrel dumplings. If your squirrel dumplings don't look like that, and they don't have that beautiful, beefy, brown looking color, you're doing it wrong. Let's give them a try. Here, Dawson, you got a spoon. I got the trusty 50-cent Walmart bowl. Can't beat this bowl.
Okay, they're actually pretty good. I ain't even gonna lie.
Boy, that slap your mama good. Goodness great. Anyway, if you've never had squirrel dumplings, if you can get over the fact that they're a wrap, if you can get over that, I'm telling you, these things are delicious. It's way better, way more flavorful than chicken and dumplings. That flavor pops. And they're fun, man. They're fun to hunt. It's great. It's a great day in the outdoors. You get you a couple and you bring them in the house and you warm them back up. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Kendall, take notice, baby. This is what you need to do. We love you. I love you.
Dawson loves you.
God loves you. We'll talk to you later.